Hi guys, happy Foodie Friday and welcome back to Cooking with the Authors. Lady V is behind the camera right now, so you get me. And we are going to make a breakfast Stromboli today. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago when I first did our first Stromboli meal, and I mentioned that I had done a breakfast one, and since then I've had a couple people reach out to me privately and go, what in the world is a breakfast Stromboli? So we're going to show you today. Here we go. Alright, so let's go over the ingredients. We have bacon, which is already cooked. I scrambled up some eggs, which I used about 5. I'm not real sure how many we're going to use because I forgot to count last time. But you know, if I got leftovers, I have a dog and he'll eat them. I have some queso cheese here that has been warmed up. We have mozzarella cheese. We have ham slices, fresh from the deli. Of course, we have a pizza crust that we're going to use to make the Stromboli. A little bit of flour.
And our favorite ingredient.
Everything bagel to go on top. So, the oven is preheating to 425, which is what the pizza crust calls for. And of course, we've got our pan ready, sitting here for when it's done, and it has already been sprayed. So, let's get started putting this together. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your dough out of the package and you're going to unroll this to lay it flat. Now I am working with thin pizza dough simply because it's all I could find at the store. I actually prefer the regular, the non-thin, but you know, sometimes you got to work with what you can find. And we're going to grab a little bit of extra flour to cover my pen in and thin this out a little bit. Oops. Because this is already thin, you're not going to be able to roll it out a whole lot. Alright, once that is done, we start with the queso. My family loves this stuff. On chips, on... what else do we eat it on? It's been on chicken before.
It's actually ideal for dumping chicken nuggets in, believe it or not.
Yes.
It's a really weird combo, but it works.
I use it when I make nachos.
Nachos, we've put it on top of tacos and burritos before.
Yes, we have.
Just, put it as a side, drizzle it on top, whatever you want to do.
So queso has many, many uses, and it is really good. It's basically like a white cheese with peppers and onions and all kinds of good stuff in it. Alright, we're going to follow this up with the ham slices. And Mr. Brown just went to the store for me and picked these up because I'd forgotten about them. So they are nice and fresh.
You can get thicker sliced ham. We do tend to like the thin slice for sandwiches and whatnot. So
yeah, you're welcome. Thickness really doesn't matter. Get whatever you want. All right, we are going to follow this up with eggs. Now, I have already scrambled the eggs. And just kind of place those eggs evenly over your working area.
I thought for me you were going to say your work of art.
I wouldn't exactly call this a work of art. It'll be a work of art when it's done, because you know it's going to taste good.
For some reason, everything that falls apart or looks messy is what tastes the best.
Tastes the best, yeah, of course. All right, we're going to follow this up with mozzarella cheese slices. As I have stated before, Friday night is usually a game night in this household. We love to stop everything and just come together as a family and play family games for the evening. The only time we don't get to do that is when we have a show. But we don't this week, or not on a Friday anyway, so we're able to do this. Alright, and then, last but not least, favorite part is the bacon. Now, the bacon, yes, I have already cooked up. You can buy bacon already cooked up if you want to. If you don't want to go through the trouble, it's up to you.
We're kind of
to-
picky, and we wanted the applewood bacon,
say,
which
I
has its own unique taste.
I love applewood bacon. I'm going to take these 2 pieces and put it aside so that Shadow can have something.
Okay.
Okay, because he loves his bacon.
Yes, he does.
All right, from here comes the fun part.
The rolling.
Because you got to roll this. And it's actually well, if it's not a 2-person job, I don't know how to do it. So, Lady V, come on over and help. You're going to take it up from the corners and just start rolling this thing. Making sure that everything stays inside. When you get to the end, bring that end up over and cover everything.
Kind of, because it's thin, it does kind of gap a little bit and get a few holes, but that's okay.
Cover your end, or pinch your ends together. Put your seams together. And then we need to move it to the pan. 1, 2, 3. Sit it in there.
Oh, it turned out a lot better than the last time I had to help you with this. No. Get back here.
All right, now I cut a couple holes in this just to allow it to breathe. And then we are going to top it with my favorite, everything bagel.
This process does get a little messy, but it's worth it.
It does. Now you could, something I've done before is I've taken a little bit of melted butter and put on top here. It tends to help the everything bagel stick a little bit better. I haven't really noticed a difference in taste. The last time I did not do that, I actually forgot about it, quite honestly, and I didn't notice a difference in taste at all, so. Alright, I'm going to just take a little bit of this that has fallen off and try to get it on here. And it is ready for the oven. So we're going to put this in for about 15 to 20 minutes and we will bring you the final results. Alright, we are finished. Here is the final product. It took 15 minutes to cook and we hope that everybody has a great weekend. We are getting ready to cut into this and enjoy it. And as a matter of fact, you want to hold the camera, Lady V, and I'll cut it open?
Sure.
And see what it's going to look like.
Ooh, that looks yummy.
Doesn't that look good? You've got everything all melted in there and
Ooh,
nice and
so
gooey.
good.
All right, we are getting ready to go eat. Everybody have a great weekend.